What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, T-Man the Man. I am Taylor, T-Man, known as the Man. On this channel we like to talk about nutrition, fitness, music, and everything in between. So pretty much it all, covers it all. So welcome back. If you're a new subscriber, thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate it. And don't forget to, if you haven't already. It's a great day, a beautiful sunny day out here in Georgia. Just out here relaxing, and had a great week. Before we get started on this video, I just want to mention a couple things. First off, I made a children's coloring book. I'm starting to get into a little bit of digital marketing stuff, and it's my first little project. And I put a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's only $5, and it's a children's coloring book for kids like young kids like 1 to 3, 1 to 5. They want to start learning, like when they're just starting to talk and they want to learn their shapes and stuff like that. And it's an alphabet coloring books from A to Z, and it's real simple. It's just for young kids, you know. You can download it onto your iPad and have them color it in, or you can print it out and just throw the pages on the table, let them go to town, or you can staple it together and make a nice little coloring book for them. It's great for little kids, and all the proceeds are going to me and my wife's nonprofit called Dream Big Corp. And there's a link down there to check out. Well, there's a link down there to buy the coloring book, and all the proceeds are going to Dream Big Corp. It's an organization where we go down, we feed the homeless, we do a lot of stuff around town, just random philanthropy work, and we do all this stuff out of pocket, you know. So we're trying to get some people to help us out. We want to feed more, you know. We're feeding dozens of families right now. We want to feed hundreds, thousands, millions. And we have, one of our main things that we do right now is we have people in Nigeria. My wife, she's amazing. She has a sister down there, and we have them on payroll, her and her little helper, and they're going down and they're buying groceries for families and doing a lot of, just changing the world one little thing at a time, you know. But you know, so if you want to buy the coloring book, the link's down there. Like I said, it goes to straight to Dream Big Corp for funding the salaries down there to help, and funding all the stuff that we do down there, you know. It's a big world out there, and you just gotta make little changes one step at a time, and we do what we can, and we would love your help. So check it out. I also put the Dream Big Corp Cash App down there. If you just want to do straight donations, you can do that. And I also put my channel's Cash App there too if you want to support this channel. That would be amazing as well. But yeah, check it out, guys. It's only $5, and I figured if you're gonna donate $5, might as well get something for it. Or if you just want to donate, just donate. Or if not, that's cool too. Check it out though. If you want to check out Marin's Joyful Life blog on Instagram, it shows a lot of the stuff that we do in Dream Big Corp. I believe it's Dream Big Corp on Instagram too. Check it out though. And yeah, it'd be amazing. That's what we're trying to do. So check it out. Anyways, I also wanted to show you guys something kind of cool that I installed the other day. You guys, give you a little view. So check these out. Got a new look for the front of the room here. Let me grab this little remote. So I installed these new blinds I got. Check it out. Got this little remote here. Pretty cool. You guys can see it. Ta-da. I'll show it to you. Look at these. Is that not cool or what? Sweet. And they're real sleek and it's nice looking. Covered all those big curtains we had up here. Isn't that killer? And you can stop it anytime you want, you know. Doot. Keep going. But yeah, check them out. Pretty cool, huh? Got this little cool little case here to hang on the wall. So yeah, give me a whole nother little feeling out here. And these are Weffert smart blinds. You guys can check them out on me and my wife's channel, Miriam's Joyful Life. It's right here. Check it out. And yeah, you can check the video out on there. I installed them and everything like that. And there's also a link on that video to get a discount on these blinds. They're amazing. They're completely amazing. Super easy to install. Watch the video, check it out if you're interested. Anyways, I got that out of the way. So a couple of updates with my fitness, which I've been on this fitness journey. Mainly a weight losing journey right now. The fitness is coming up, even though I should be doing it at the same time, but you know, life happens and things do things and you're busy and everything else, one step at a time. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, what's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's right. It's very true. So I got some good news though. I woke up today at 2:27. I'm out of the 30s. Woohoo! So it's working, whatever I'm doing. And what I'm doing is basically just watching what I eat. Don't eat like a crazy man. And I'm on this once a day meal thing. Just eat once a day. Like today, I already ate, my wife made me breakfast. So I usually don't eat breakfast. I don't like to eat breakfast. I used to be a big breakfast guy. Like I'm a cook, you know, I love cooking. So I make breakfasts. I make big breakfasts. I love breakfast. But I found out that if I just skip breakfast and kind of let myself starve a little bit and only eat like once in the late afternoon, evening, it's better for me that way. For me, you know, I've tried all these different things, starving myself all day, going on fasts. The fast did help. I did lose the pounds, but as soon as you're done, you just want to be like, whoa. And I'm a foodie. I love food. One of my dream jobs would be traveling around eating food. So luckily, you know, well, not luckily, but I would love to do that, but I would have to definitely have some kind of workout regimen in between that. But anyways, so I'm down to 227. So I'll probably be at like 229 at the end of the day. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be at like 226, 225. And my goal is to get down to 220. That's the goal. So yeah, that's amazing. It's working. And then of course the teeth, they're still shining, guys. They're still shining. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Baking soda, peroxide, a little bit of toothpaste. Brush your teeth twice as long. It works. You got those ingredients in your house right now. You don't even have to buy anything. It works. Can't stress it enough. I didn't think of these things. It's working. It's working good. So yeah, check that out. And so yeah, that's all working out. I'm really excited for that. And a little nutrition, a little health, a little fact I came across is about broccoli. For one, broccoli is man-made. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Broccoli, I'm a fan of broccoli. I love broccoli. I love raw broccoli. I love broccoli and cheese. Steamed broccoli with some cheese on there and salt and pepper. I like broccoli and cheddar soup. Oh, I love that stuff. Oh, give me some of that. I used to eat this stuff at, I think it was Safeway, grocery Safeway. I don't think they have those around here on the East Coast. I've never seen them, but oh man, they had this good broccoli and cheddar soup. I used to love it. But broccoli is man-made. And then another thing is, did you know broccoli is a flower? And those little broccoli deals on top, those are seeds. If you let that thing grow, they pop open into like yellow flowers. What? Beautiful like flowers all over. But I thought that was kind of interesting. And I don't know if that made me a bigger fan of broccoli. Probably not. I might stay a little farther away from broccoli now. Broccoli is a derivative from cauliflower, which is, I love cauliflower. I got cool cauliflower recipes where you bake a whole cauliflower and put all kinds of butter and seasonings and wrap it in foil and bake it. It's so good. But not really a fan of like messing with Mother Nature like that. All these processed, re-enhanced fruits and vegetables. You know, they say always eat fruits and vegetables, well, at least with fruits. I don't know about the vegetables, but always eat fruits with seeds. If they don't have a seed, it's most likely genetically enhanced or reconstructed, and it's probably not good, in my opinion. But yeah, always eat your fruits with seeds. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting fact. I saw a picture of this broccoli and it was like sprouting. I'm like, what? Flowers? Those are seeds? Those little things are like little seed buds when you're eating broccoli. But I love my raw broccoli though. Dipped in a little bit of ranch or something. Ooh, yes. So good. Raw vegetables are like my favorite way to eat vegetables. But anyways, so yeah, I thought that was interesting. I'll let you guys know that. So today's video, I kind of wanted to get into kind of the beginning stages of starting to play piano. So if you're someone who wants to just start into piano, I kind of want to just kind of go over like what I did and how I started playing piano. If that will help, somebody, that would be great. And I did take some piano lessons when I was a kid. I started at about 10 years old, and I played with this old lady. She was like your typical mean piano player. She was like 95 years old. Her fingers looked like she was a welder for 50 years. And she had this like old lady house with a nice big grand piano in her living room with like all these weird little lights everywhere. And she was so strict and mean. Oh man, it was crazy. So I would go there, and it does help if you have a musical ear and when you want to start playing, but you don't have to have that, definitely. Humans can learn anything if you put your, all your effort into it. And if you really love it, you can do anything. I'm a big believer in that. And so I would go there, and, she'd make me play these things, and I had to learn how to read music and stuff. I played, instruments in school at an early age, so I learned already kind of how to read music. I played the trombone and stuff. But so I did take about 6 months of lessons when I was a kid, but all you need to really learn is the fundamentals, like a few things that I'm going to show you today. And is what really made me just take off on my own, and it's like didn't want to do piano lessons anymore because I wasn't really into all these fingerings and all this stuff. I learned my own real way. But what I'd like to show you guys today is just kind of like basically bundled up together kind of what I learned, what really made me take off on playing piano. And I'll show you that right now. So basically the first thing you want to do, it's kind of boring, but it really does help you out on understanding if you want to start writing little songs and stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of like learning other people's music, like learning Mary Had a Little Lamb and all this stuff. I think you can make your own Mary Had a Little Lamb songs very easily if you learn these basic stuff. But the easiest key to me is C on a piano, These are your octaves, You obviously have these 3, 2, and it's the same thing, all up and down the whole keyboard, And so I think it's good to always start at C. It's like the easiest key to play in, And it's just C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's your first scale right there. Just learn that. And all you do is just play these notes in a row. And that's your first scale right there. And it's just all about scales, learning the scale. And there are certain fingerings you're supposed to do, which I never followed as a kid. I always just did what I wanted to make it happen. But it does help to kind of have that to end on the thumb. Start with the thumb. So those are the fingers that you really should be using. But you don't have to. I'm not really a huge strict person on the fingering thing. If you got to go like and you're ending here, it's whatever you can do, as long as you can do it in an orderly fashion and it's not difficult for you to do whatever you want, really. I'm not really a strict person like that. But the first thing I did was I just kind of learned that, and then once you learn this one, you just go up the next note and then start, and then just go up the next one. And I'm not going to go into explaining which notes are what, but you can kind of just hear it's the same thing. And like what I would do when I first started out, like if I can't figure out what that is, I'll just go back to the C one where it's easy. It's just the same, all the white keys going from here to here, which is called an octave. And then like say 1, 2, 3. Say I can't figure that out, and I'm starting here, and I want to do that little scale, but I'm on this note now, and I want to go. Okay, so I would just like figure it out by like, okay, is how many keys are in between here and here. So 1, 2, 3, and and I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 keys all together in between there. So then I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I know that's the third one. So what's the second one? The second one's here. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 notes. So I go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is number 2. And then I already figured out 3, 4, 5. This is number 3. And I would just figure it out like that, going up on anywhere I want based on this initial. So that sounds kind of crazy, but that's how I did it, you know, when I was a kid. And I would learn everything. I would go back to this scale, and I would figure everything out if I couldn't hear it based on that. You know, stuff like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, say 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not it. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 keys up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's the next one. You know, I don't know if that's easy for you to understand, but that's kind of the way I did it. But you can always use this scale right here to just kind of figure which ones, how many of them all, you got to count each one in between to the next one to figure out where you're at. And if you just learn all those, you know, that's the first stage. Just going up and learning all the scales going all the way up, you know, every note. And that's what I would start on, you know. Just learning that, because then it kind of gives you an understanding like, oh, I can make a... And then your next stage from there would be learning the arpeggios. And it's usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 and 8. 1, 5, 8. And back to the top. So you can always use that to figure out, like I said, the same way. Say I want to start from this note, and I want to figure out this one. I want to figure that out, so I'll go, okay, what's the second one on the C scale? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5 keys to get to that second one. So now I'm starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the second one. What's the next one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the C scale for that. So now I say I'm starting on the E one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's the next one, 5, 8, up. And you can just do that throughout the whole, anywhere you want as your starting note. I don't know if that helps anybody, if that sounds a little confusing, but that's just kind of the crazy way that I did it. And I would just start there, learning the scales and the little, just using that 1, 5, 8, 12, because there's 12 notes between each octave. So 1, 5, 8, 12. And you can do that anywhere. 1, 5, 8, 12. 1, 5, 8, 12. 1, 5, 8, 12. In the same way. And once you learn all those, you know, you just start to put little stuff together on your own, you know, and then it starts to sound cool. So those are the little things that I learned when I started playing to help me. And once I kind of understood that, and I figured out that I can use that C little scale, that, and I can just count the keys up to figure anywhere else out, you know, I just kind of use that as my basis. And then once you kind of get past that little hurdle of just kind of doing that every day and just figuring out that stuff, and once you know every little, starting off on each note, doing that up and down, then you can really just kind of take off and be like, okay, now I know. I can just kind of make my own little songs, you know. It sounds easy, but it's not really that easy. You just got to kind of, you got to really want to do it for one. And you just kind of start out like that, and that's kind of, like I said, how I started. And then once I kind of figured that out, I kind of told my piano player, I was like, okay, well, I don't need to listen to you anymore. I started making my own little simple tunes, you know, and then just take off from there. And like I said, it's all about the love of wanting to play and everything too. Coffee's good. But anyways, I hope that helps somebody out learning how to play who didn't learn the traditional way like me. And yeah, let me know if you guys want some more beginner level instructions like that, kind of the way I did it. I have kind of a little bit of a crazy mind on the way I started, but it really, I mean, I don't really know what to say, how it helped or it didn't help, but I think it helped great because once you just learn those little fundamentals, you can just really take off on your own. But on that note, I'll leave you guys with a little tune. I'll do a little cover piece today. So I learned this song from my wife. It's a Justin Bieber song. It's Purpose. You know, if you guys, I'm sure you're familiar with it. Justin Bieber's huge. But I'll play like my little version of it for you guys for a little ending for you. I learned it from my wife because she's amazing and she gives me purpose. And so one day I'll get enough courage up and I'll learn how to sing it to her. But it won't sound like Justin Bieber, of course, but that would be cool if I could. But I learned it for her because I really like that song. It reminds me of her. And yeah, I'll show you my little version of it. It's fun to play too. You just kind of make your own little stuff out of it. So check it out. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your support. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, guys, let's do it. Anyways, guys, love you guys. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to check out Miriam's Joyful Life. That's where we do our, you see the whole family. You can see what we do, you know. I also made a new intro for us, so I'm working on my editing skills, so check it out. Anyways, guys, see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.